My name's Adam Wakeling, director of Up in Smoke. And Up in Smoke is essentially about the work of a British scientist who's been working for 25 years on an alternative form of agriculture for the tropics, for the moist tropics around the world, as an alternative to slash and burn agriculture, which not many people know. I didn't know. It pushes more carbon up into the atmosphere every year than all global aviation. So it's serious, and it's practiced by between 250 and 500 million people around the world throughout the tropics. Mike Hans first carried out 10 years of field work, of scientific study, to make sure what he thought he'd discovered was right. And then from Costa Rica, he then needed to try that in a different country. Honduras was exactly the same. It suffers from slash and burn all over the country. And so he started carrying out real trials with real farmers there. And so I guess that seemed the first logical place to go. And so that's where I first found one of the farmers, Faustino, who's already been working with it for 7-8 years now. And that's where I found the other character who hadn't even heard about this, and who was just burning forest every year. I think we're very slow to act. I think as a race, we act on things when they're just too bad. And I think with the environment, you can't. I think that's a desperate mistake. There's a real selfishness there in terms of like, well, I'm fine now, but you're not thinking ahead. But there's a lot of good people out there doing a lot of good things. It's just that people don't hear about it all of the time. So I think you're right. There is cause for depression and cynicism and worry and concern, and throwing your hands up and going, well, I can't do anything about it. Let's go out and not worry about it or turn off the TV. But I think what little one can do will really help. And I think there's cause for hope, to be honest.